Yes. Today we are going to discuss um, the generations, the production generations, the F1, F2, F3, because I want to show you, many of you have been asking me, hamiisi, I want to start with the local breed. Then I start doing genetical improvement slowly by slowly. That is very okay because our aim is basically this, the way you see these animals really looking so pretty, looking so beautiful. You look at this weight is so perfect. These animals have brought up a very good weight, a very good size, just because they have grown up very well. But basically, today I think we are going to move with this man. He's going to show us, or I'm going to show you how we get the generations. A person who is thinking about of doing, let's say, a person who is going to do breeding right from F1, F2, F3, what is required and what really is affecting you. Why would you go for that? And why wouldn't you go for that? We are going to look at, because the reason why we breed these animals in different genes is because we want to do what they call genetical improvement. What do we need from those animals, from the foreign genes? Let's say the South African genes, boers, savannas, kalaharis. Basically, what we need from them, we really need the growth rate. And actually, we need the maturity weight and we need um, the growth rate as in nature. So now I'm taking you in. I want to show you a very good difference. I want to show you something that you really want to know, or what I would really want a farmer to understand. So basically, we have lined up all this, and we really need, you really want to understand why have I lined up this, and I really need to explain to you why these animals are here and what are the differences. You get, the sense of doing goat farming is all about growth rates. What time do you take to get the money out of the goats is the sense, because I've seen many people collapsing. I've seen many people failing to do goat farming. Why? Because they don't know what to start with. I want to give you just a simple scenario. I went to a certain farm yesterday. It's for my friend came visited me, say, hamiisi, I follow you up and I would like really you to visit my farm and check out. I went there. The guy spent a lot of money. You guys spent a lot of money on structures. He did a structure with pillars of cement. Then he did a raised house, and actually he did it badly. He spent over, I think, over 300 millions. But when I looked at his farm, it wasn't in the actually what makes the money for us are the animals. But when I looked at his animals and the way they look, the management, it was not even worth the animals. Yes, it's not even worth 20 or 25 millions. So basically, me, I don't agree with that. So guys, for our starters, I would like you to understand this. If you want to start goat farming and you say that you want to start with local, those are the people that I want to explain to. Why would I advise you to start with this? Why would I advise you to start with this or this? So basically, these are all goats. This is our typical local goat, and this is a cross, 50%, and this is a 75%, and this is a pure blood. The reason why I brought this guy, he was imported from South Africa, and he has not even spent 2 years here. He has so far spent 1 year, something like that, because now he gave us the first production and now is still producing for us. But my plan, me, I wouldn't advise you, or anyway, you will tell me what you're going to go with. I want you to have your pens, then I start explaining to you. What you see here, this is the pure local. This is our local chitanga. It doesn't even have any cross in it. I think look at the ears, look at the colors. It is showing real typical local goat. And actually, this goat is an old goat. When we look at the teeth, is 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and the teeth has even started wearing. So that means this goat is around 8 years old. It's a typical local, and this is F1. It's a 50%. I think you can see. So the 50% is now 2 years old because it has also 2 pairs. So that means this goat should have produced 1 time, because this is F1, you get? And this is F2, which is the 75%. Don't worry, I'm going to explain to you guys how all these Fs come up with. And this is 1 year, 2, 3 years. So this is 3 years old. That means this goat is older than that. For this is 3 and this is around 8 years. So you see the difference. And this is a typical pure full blood. This is 1 year, 2 years, and he's 3 years old. So this one is much this one is much older than the other one, even this and this. So me, in my advice for the starters, I would like the starters to understand this. Those who says that they want to start small, this is what I really want you to understand. The reason of crossing, we need to have this, at least 75. I always advise guys to have what they call 75 to start with it. Why? Because of its growth rate, because of its maturity weight. Remember, these guys, the pures, have ability of converting 600 grams per day if you're giving them a very good feed. 600 grams, that is a half kilo plus something, after eating like 3-4 kilos of the feeds. That's what it can convert. These typical local, they can ably convert around 5 grams or 10 grams per day if you feed it very, very well. But they can hardly convert 5 grams, but they always convert around 5 or 3 grams like that per day. So that means this needs a lot of time to make a kilo. You get it? So basically, so when we divide this and this, if we add it and the other one is growing, let's say 600 grams, and this is growing, let's say 5 grams, so we might probably get a goat that can at least give us maybe around let's say 200 or 150 grams, which will go to this, the F1. Then when you look at this, this can grow, I think, around 150 grams per day, 150 to 200 grams. So basically the other one grows up to 600 grams. That is under very good management, and a very good management, feeding them well on zero grazing with highly nutritious grasses. So basically I want to explain how this can come and how this can come, because this one, this 75 no, sorry, this 100%, when you infuse it, if that serves this, you're going to get what they call the F1, which is this one. You get? When this one serves this one, you're going to produce these ears, which is 75. You get it? I want you to tell me, what is the required time to bring up this? If you have your pure, what is the required time? Let me say, from this to this, from this to this, I want to give you the required time between that. From this one to produce this, what is the time? From this one to this, what is the time required? Write down with your pen. Now, if we take this, let's say we are shifting this to your farm, it will take 2 months because it's fully grown. It will take 2 months, then come on heat, and the other guy will also take 2 months to start serving. So if this pure serves this, that means it will take 5 months to produce this one, which is 5 months, but also add on the 2 months of quarantine. That means that is 7 months. So this, to produce this from the other guy, you're going to take 7 months. I want you to write down all this, because me, I always want to explain to you things which are practical. I don't want to tell you stories. So we are looking at 7 months to produce the F1. Plus, you see, if the F1 is fed very well, the mother had a lot of milk and everything, it would come on heat in 1 year. So you add 12 months on 7. Then if this grows to come on heat in 12 months, also it is served by another pure, and it will take 5 months of gestation. So you add on the 5 months and also produce what they call the 75. You get? And the 75 to come on heat or to be ready to be sold also needs 8 months. You get it? So that means to bring up a 75 on a good size of selling, you need 32 months. This divide by 12 months. That is 2.6 years. You get? So the starters, if you are willing to start with the local and the pure male, you are looking at bringing a 75% savanna or boer or Kalahari in 2.5 years. What do I recommend as hamiisi? These are all good animals. This will even grow up to 80 kgs live weight. Even this will grow, but it will take long. But this can't grow up to 80 kgs because of the genetical makeup of the locals. I don't say they are bad. They are very good animals, but they take long to grow. That's why we importing these guys so that they can infuse genes in this. Then we have an average which has a high growth rate, which will have a maturity weight. So basically, what would I recommend as hamiisi? Hamiisi would recommend you to start with a 75 and you buy it 500,000. If you're buying it 500,000, that means this goat can ably reach at maturity, at a slaughter weight earlier, like 8 months is ready to be eaten. Then also it will have a big mass when it grows up, which will be around 80 kgs. So like in 8 months, it can be having around 40 kgs. That's why we go for exotic as compared to ours. Ours, you've seen the F1 at 2 years. Look at how it is. Look at the local, at 8 years, what it is. That one can never grow bigger than that. You can either lose weight or add on weight, the fat in that weight it has. So basically, me, I would advise you to start with a 75 and a pure male. And remember, you guys who want to use the crosses 75 to breed the locals, 50%, mania 87, 93, yours is still even more years. So the moment you start with a low percentage male, also on the local, that means you even need more years, like around 5 years. So basically, we are cutting up the years such that we can get more money. So me, I would advise you to go for a 75. You pay 500,000 for the 75, but you are assured that I'm starting, like if I take this with a pure, the first generation is 87, growth rate is good, I can sell for breeding, I can sell for slaughter, and I will have the match weight. So basically, that's what I would recommend. So like for people who want to start with local and start breeding, make sure that just know that you're going in for 2.5 years without getting very good results. Or that's when you will start also to sell for breeding, or even having goats that can grow at a higher rate. After 6 months, you can be dispatching. I told you the business is all about how many times do we sell, how many times do we dispose the animals. So basically, that's what I really wanted to inform you, that bringing up pure from a pure local to bring the 75% to a very good maturity of maybe ready to be bred at 8 months, you need 2.6 years. So basically, to bring up so if you want to start there and then, you need the 75, because there and then you're ready in 75 and you can sell for breeding, you can sell for slaughter. Me, I would recommend I pay for 500,000 to cater for the 2.5 years. Then I go for a 75. So if you don't bear with paying for 500,000 to cater for your 2.5 years, then start with breeding of the locals, and then you will come up at that age in 2.5 years. So basically, that's what I really wanted to show you. Let me just wish you the best, guys. Bye bye for now. But very soon, I'm bringing up a video that is going to compare somebody starting with the 75, using the same amount of money, and the dairy cows. So we're going to do that comparison, and guys will be able to understand it. Let me just wish you the best, you guys. Bye for now.